Hi, and welcome to this week's episode of Into the Black. We've got three of our four adventuring party, but one of them, Pip, will be back later, hopefully. In the top right, we have Clob, the Techno Cow. In the bottom left, we have Percy, just because I'm paranoid doesn't mean everyone isn't out to get me, the operative. And in the bottom right, I promise she's here, is my Nala, the punchiest negotiator you'll ever find.
I thought we got Thanos for a second. Half of us were just gone.
The beat-down bureaucrat. And of course, Pip will be back later. As always, I am your DM, except this week, I am exhausted. One might say zombified. So, hopefully that goes well.
Halloween!
Spookloo! When we left off last time, our party had found the ghost ship, learned its name was the Scimitar, found its its combat information center, downloaded a map of the ship, and now know two possible ways to destroy it effectively. Their ship's weapons will not do the trick. They are either going to have to overload the reactors or try to set off all of the torpedoes at once. Which both would have been hard enough if it weren't for the ship being filled with some kind of strange undead, and now stranger undead, who are also giant cybernetic monsters.
Right.
And I believe when last we left off, y'all were in a room with one of the 4 failsafes that you had to destroy to overload the reactor.
Yes.
And one of these creatures was trying to break down the door to get into where you are.
Right. We basically shut the door to be like, give us a little bit of time to mentally prepare for fighting a mummy / bio thing that merged with this power suit. So, That's what we did.
I knew a guy who could hold doors shut. Man, I wish we had him.
Who is that?
So where were we? There you are.
He's dead.
Yes. The door to the compartment you are in currently has something banging on it. And then there was the other door behind. Oh, or did you guys leave this room and go somewhere else?
I thought we left it. We were going to go around.
You're right. You did leave it and you went around.
We were on our way. Yeah, we were doing the long way thing. So.
Ah, yes, you were.
Right.
All right, then you've gone around, you've gone the long way, and in the hallway is when you encountered him. That's what I thought. That was right.
All right.
Because there is more than one.
Gotcha. Should we be moving our dot or no?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I designate Lily controller of the dot.
No, can you designate someone else? I'm also
I designate myself controller of the dot.
Try because I take notes. So
Okay.
everyone has to have a job.
Just hand draw the map.
But who's flying the plane? Okay, great.
So wait, are we in the right place right now? Where
No,
are we heading?
I'll move you to where the dot should be.
Okay, and then he can do it from there. Sounds good.
The dot should be like here.
Perfect. Are we running the long way around? And it's
Oh yeah, we're on our pink line, right?
Yes, and you have encountered this beast sort of waiting for you in the hallway.
Right, and we
And,
got like a very brief, muffled, like sad description from you and Pip, like mostly just terrified.
do you guys think we can take him? There's only one.
I think we don't have a choice, so yes.
It's a small hallway, and we need to get to the other side of him, so.
So can't go around it. Guess we're gonna have
Can't go over it. Can't go under it. Gotta go through it.
Guess we gotta shoot it. Bang.
I will take... Hang on. Your tokens are not on this page. Crap.
Tokens or whatever.
Yep. I mean, I'll, Flob, Percy, and Cyborg.
And do you want us to do initiative?
I will take initiative rolls from everybody.
All right. Yours is so fancy, Alex.
Gotta spend that 8 hours putting shit in roll 20.
Hey, man. Oh.
It's okay. We don't need to be fancy, Lily.
All right, thanks.
Do you not add anything to that, Lily?
No, I add 0 because I have 0 decks.
Damn, I had 5.
Yeah.
Wait, what weapon
On my
are you
level.
carrying?
Me?
And Pitt's going to go last.
I'm carrying. I have an arc pistol and a knife, and the grenades that we had. But
Club, you are up first.
All right. Well, bang! I'm the one who started it anyway.
So you just see this thing and you just draw on it.
Yeah, I mean, we all agreed that we could take it.
Yeah. We said we.
I'm gonna take it.
Way, so go wild.
It's a hit.
Think of it as your personal.
Does an 18 hit against KAC
13.
or EAC?
13? It's the kinetic. That's what KAC is,
Does
right?
not hit. You fire, and what are you shooting at it? What weapon are you using?
It's a analog pistol. It's a good old trusty.
Excellent. You
Yeah,
fire
please
it.
don't
There's
worry.
this sort of thud as it sort of thumps into your hand. There's no larger sound, but the big slug it fires just puts a hole in its armor, and this thing doesn't care.
Oh, wow. That's
Okay.
terrifying.
Anything else, Club?
No.
You probably want to keep your distance so it can't get close to you.
I lower my horns and kind of move my foot a little bit, but I don't charge because I'm scared.
The cyborg. Where? There we go. The cyborg kind of raises its arms where there's these two sort of big prongs coming out of where its end of its hand should be, and it is going to. Lights will spark, electricity will spark between the two prongs, and it will fire at you. Does a 26 hit your EAC?
Oh yeah, that hits both my ACs at
At the same time.
Yeah.
It's all the ACs. It hits those ACs added together for me.
That was in fact the summation of my AC.
Beautiful. And you take 4 points of electric damage. As this arc of electricity sort of heals down the hallway, and it kind of zaps you a bit.
Oh, ugh.
Next up
A
is
little bit sore.
Minala.
I am gonna take a whack with my arc pistol to see if it has any better effect, but if it doesn't, because it says type E, so I don't know if that's
It's an energy.
E. Okay, yeah. I was like,
So it's going to be against its energy armor class and not its kinetic armor class.
yeah, right. So I'll try that and see if it has a better effect, and if it doesn't,
What'd you get? 17? That hits. And go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, well, it's okay.
Um,
It's a 2.
You fire your arc pistol, and it's not a clean shot. You sort of just hit part of its armor.
Okay.
But it sort of shudders, and you've hurt it more than you think that shot should have.
Yeah, especially because it just caught the edge there. All right.
Yeah.
I'll, basically say that. I'll be like, through comms, it seems to be taking more damage through energy.
And that was an arc pistol you used?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yep. I don't have many weapons, unlike Pip.
Excellent. Percy.
All right. Is that 20 plus its CR?
What is it, CR? Let me look.
I would hope it's not 11.
Yes, that is 20 plus. It's CR.
Baller.
Bang. Ooh. Not amazing, but I add a d4 to that.
But still bang.
So you're doing fire damage to it?
Yes.
Cool. You sort of fire out this little puff of superheated gas that impacts its armor and does some damage. A total of what?
3.
3?
Not incredible. But I hit
And
it.
you get sort of this little poof of that silver dust that you have been seeing around. Not the void corrosion, but this strange silver dust you haven't seen before.
Silver dust?
Mhm.
Got it.
Pip's going to shoot it.
As we do. And if he has a... Well, I don't know what his weapons are, actually. Never mind. I don't know if he would listen to me.
Big rifle, doesn't he? Or was that just at the beginning?
Well, I don't know if he has a weapon that does energy damage or something else, if he would listen to me anyway, so... Yeah.
Yeah, perhaps not.
Yeah, which is fine.
It seems that what he is doing is having an effect.
Oh, good.
That was a useful shot.
Okay. Good.
He fires his big rifle, and the big heavy bullet punches a big hole through it and leaves this big expanding cloud of that dust where it left the hole. He seemed to have found a weak spot.
Oh. Okay.
And he says, "Just shoot it more."
Advice always in general.
And we're back to club.
All right. So that weapon that he shot at me, that's like a little energy blaster kind of thing.
He's got like these two big, 2-foot-long prongs that come off of his right arm
Yeah.
that are arcing electricity between them and then shooting that out at you.
That's even better. I'm going to run at him, like horns down, like charge, like and then like at last second, I'm gonna like instead reach out and grab onto his prongs, just like yelling out these strange words and jolting surge that thing. So it's going to like overload a little bit into him.
That's awesome. Do it.
So I need to make an attack.
Push whatever buttons need to be pushed.
I'll bring tech to attack the answer.
Shit, does 14 hit? His EAC?
His EAC?
I think it just says an attack. It doesn't even specify.
Well, it's an electricity attack, isn't it?
Oh no, it does say EAC. Just kidding.
That is exactly his EAC.
Fuck yeah. Okay. It's 46.
So you have to like really push a lot more of that arcane electricity into him, but that does do the trick. And oh, nice, way to go.
Wow.
You see him, it's like the whole guy shudder. You see, parts of him start to burn and char and sort of like burn away. And then when you let go, he just kind of like is frozen there. He's got these sort of claw feet that clamp into the floor, and he's just sitting there, immoving, not moving.
Whoa. This thing's cool.
Yeah.
It's also scary, but it's cool.
If you inspect it, you will see that you have damaged it sufficiently that it has died.
Again.
We can't turn it to our side.
So way to go, Brandon. Even as Klob, you getting all the last hits.
It's his signature move.
To be fair, he did the vast majority of damage here.
I played the most Dota. I get the most last hits.
So yes, you have destroyed this thing. You can move around it to get to the door behind it that it was guarding.
All right. But first, I want to look at this thing's arm technology.
Yeah,
I
I also want to examine it and see if, from studying it, I'm looking to study it so that if I can find a weakness if we come across another one, even though the other one may be slightly different, but just trying to understand it better so that we can fight more effectively next time.
I will take a science, like a knowledge science roll of some kind.
Okay.
Physical or life?
What specifically are you looking at? If you're looking at how does it work, I'll take like an engineering or physical science check. If you're looking at like the biological aspects, that's a life science.
I'll do biological aspects, so life science.
I'll do the physical science one.
Sounds good. We're such a good science team. You know, I mean.
And I lowered the DC by 5.
Okay.
You guys have really good ideas about planning. I want to chop off this thing's arm after they're done and use its arm as a weapon. I don't have any batteries for it right now, and I'm assuming that it's powered by his body, which is dead. But I'll find batteries.
Both of you scored high enough to kind of get a better idea of how this thing works. The biological aspect is there was once a human inside of it. Looked like definitely humanoid, probably human.
Right. And we thought the ship was human too, so that makes sense.
It's a Cyberman.
Has been somehow mutated or the biological aspects used as spare parts inside of this suit to animate it.
Huh.
And Manala, you confirm that, but when you did physical science or life science, Manala?
I did life science.
You did life science. So you see, yes, there was a human in here, but it's somehow grown and become part of this thing through means you're not sure. You think probably this silver dust, but you don't know what it is.
Cybermats.
We already took a sample of the silver dust, didn't we? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, but you just you haven't analyzed it.
Right. We haven't taken it back to the lab yet.
Don't breathe that
Percy,
stuff in.
This is that you've heard of things like this, using biological and cybernetic stuff together, but this is extremely crudely done, as if either done by someone who didn't know what they were doing or just trial and error until it worked. It's very strange, but it's clear that this thing, electricity damaged it a lot more than anything else because it has this sort of biological neurosystem.
Right.
It has a central nervous system that is
Overload
very
the connection.
sensitive. It's already overloaded, and then more electricity severely injures it. As you look at it, you realize Klob killed it by frying its central nervous system.
Damn. Good job, Klob.
And more of that silver dust. Tons of that.
I just like the sparky.
We already have.
Klob, you want to remove its arm?
I want to use that thing, but again, I don't have any batteries.
We can probably build you one later.
Like, you just want
I
to
don't
take the
even know if I
Shocky
can remove
apparatus?
that. Yeah, well, I mean, it's built into him, right? So, like, it probably needs some.
This strange weapon does seem to be fully integrated into its body. Who knows how much of it you'd have to take to be useful?
The whole arm.
You're going to take the whole arm?
Yeah, I want.
I will take like an engineering check to try to disengage the arm.
I thought Pip was supposed to be Rocket.
Or just like a.
I'll get that arm.
It's my engineering check.
You
I
kind
don't
of
know if
start
Pip
to
will
take it off, but stuff's fused in weird ways. So if you'd like to make an attack roll, you can smash it off.
All right.
But do you want me to
sure.
help, maybe, since I'm
Horn in
looking at
there.
this? Alright, never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, like mid-horn tearing out like tubes. Do you know about these tube artery things?
I can try. You want me to engineering?
And keeping
Yeah, an engineering check to remove this arm.
Oh,
You do know about these tube arm things.
use the bullseye
So with
womp
my-
rats with them all the time.
With my knowledge describing you the biological parts, you're able to infer what goes where, and you're able to pull it off in a way that you don't think you've damaged anything important, and you hand this giant robot arm to Klopp.
These are the nerve tubes.
Nerve tubes. Oh, I gotta get those hooked up soon. I'm gonna save up. You think I can get this thing attached like right below this arm?
No,
Maybe this arm.
gross.
Should you just put like
What?
on
Just-
your back, like right here, so you could just like hang over your forehead?
Oh,
It does look a lot more like a scorpion tail.
Yeah, like
It doesn't
a
have a
scorpion.
hand.
but for my neck, it's only like that long.
There's nothing important near your neck.
And it's very large. It's very large and very heavy. But you're in 0G, so you can maneuver it okay.
All right. This might need some work later. I don't know if I can attach it to myself. I might need to, just get the weapon part. But
Yeah.
look, what if I could attach to my staff? That would be so cool.
All right, so the door behind it is open. Has not been reclosed from when you guys opened it before.
Okay.
And inside, no mecha zombies.
Right. I say, just move really slowly and carefully. We're trying to make it to that armory area where we think we can get the implosion grenades right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so we'll just do our best to make our way there as straightforward as possible. And
Absolutely, you pass through these rooms, which looked. It's unclear what they were. You think probably like a hangar for power armor. But there is no power armor in here currently.
Okay.
You move through those rooms, through this door, down this hallway, and you enter. Whoop! No, didn't want to do that. You enter what seems to be living space for crew.
I
There's
think
bunks and barracks and lockers, and in the center there is a communal mess hall. And as you move forward, this is where the ship shears off. You think there was more living space forward, but that part of the ship is not here.
I want to poke around here if we can, for a bit. I know we're also slightly on time crunch, but I want to poke around here a little because if we are able to find out why this
Pip tells you that he's going into his console and he's moving the ship away, so that it won't get shot by stuff, but can come get you guys at a moment's notice.
Okay. I just like if we're able to figure out
He's
why.
trying to explain the procedure to Chicken.
You want to like figure out who was on the ship?
Yeah, if we're able to figure any of that stuff out and like why this happened or how things went down, we get a bonus.
Yeah. All we know is that it was a human naval ship, right?
Right, pre-swarm
Human naval ship, post-gap, pre-pact worlds.
and pre-swarm war. We're also-
Pre-swarm war.
Yeah. It has crazy guns.
The ship may have fought Vesk. It may have been part of the Vesk Wars.
Yeah.
Look around for like some
we're giant
captain's
robots.
logs,
Yes, I don't know. We're looking for
random crewman's logs.
journal, personal
You can
belongings.
find some diaries from crewmen. There's bodies floating in here.
Oh yeah, I'll search people.
None of them animate.
Goodness. If they did, I have my.
Poke him with a stick first.
No. We have this regular procedure now, which is beheading.
You go through lockers. You go through personal recordings. It was just on standard, doing standard patrols. It was involved in conflicts against the Vesk. From here, there's no records of the incident, whatever incident did this.
Nothing about suspicious cargo
Or
or anything
about
like that.
I'll take an investigation check, if that's a thing.
It is not.
Perception, then, just to look around. You find a bunch of these logs. It seems it was common practice for people to keep logs, like diaries, to send home to people. So these are all addressed to, family. And one of them does mention working on the docks and some strange special forces guys coming on. They say they're used to special forces people coming on, these power armor jockeys. Were kind of a bunch of rude cowboys, but these ones were weird. They had weird suits. He describes them, and it sounds a little bit like what you've been seeing. The beasts, the big cyber zombies.
Weird.
So the special.
And of course, you have the
We have the
black
black
box, which you
box.
have
We can
not
always look
looked
that
in
later.
yet.
So the special forces who came to the ship and they were like acting weird.
The way the person, this crewman describes it is that they were just cagey. And they had
weird
unusual equipment.
mech suits that looked like this shit.
They didn't want to talk to anybody, where normally these guys come on board and just act like they own the place.
Yeah.
Sounds like they were infected or something.
Or they could have been having some kind of mind effect, but they also could have been here for they could have been not really special forces.
Yeah. Oh, you think they planted it? Oh.
Somebody maybe did. I don't know. It's hard to know right now.
Fucking parasitoids, man.
If you would like to stay here longer, we can keep looking around, or you can continue.
Guys, there was like a bunch of those things somewhere.
Yeah.
Right?
You
Yeah,
said
let's.
4, so we'll keep going. Yeah.
So you keep going. You make it to the armory after going down another long hallway.
Okay. And I don't know if it's relevant, but we are like, it's space. There's no sound, but like we're trying to be quiet.
Going around some corners, you find the armory. The armory is largely picked clean. Weapons are gone, ammunition is gone, explosives are gone, but there's still some stuff here. You can search the room if you like.
Oh,
Yeah.
room searching.
I'll take perception checks from everybody searching these 2 rooms.
Sounds good. Yeah, because we gotta find some granadas.
All these Percy checks over here, all super good.
Yeah, Percy's like on top of his shit today, man.
Is it time for me to reveal the joke?
Yes.
I made a paladin once named Dex.
Oh,
Percy's full name is Perception.
Maynala, you sort of barge into the room, and your foot catches on, looks like a string drawn across the doorway.
No!
I need a dexterity, a reflex saving throw.
Okay, I could do that. Oh, okay. Let's see. Sorry, I have to go back and forth between windows.
Bright said you did find something.
I did find something.
Excellent.
Look, a trap.
You click it, you feel it go, and you kind of kick to get whatever you kicked away from you, and this little green thing goes kind of flying across the room and then bursts in this bright flash of light.
Okay.
And unlike in atmosphere, you'd get like a pressure wave and a loud sound, but you're in a vacuum, so you don't. There's not even any sensation. But except that you kicked it away, and suddenly your whole suit feels hot for a second, and then stops, and your radiation alarm goes beep 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 beep.
Jesus.
I'm gonna move like further away from it anyway and be like, I found a trap.
It would seem that that was some kind of radiation trap that you kicked far enough away from you. You did not get any dangerous exposure.
Okay. Well, I still like now.
We should all go to the doctor when we get back anyway, though.
Yeah,
Just to be sure.
Percy and Klob, you both find 3 sort of satchel charges, explosive blocks. Sort of a thermite-like explosive that creates this sort of heavy, flaming hot sludge.
Well,
The big fucking hole coming right up.
What? Yes,
not
it's
explosion grenades, but
you think this would be effective.
Would be sufficient.
This would sufficiently fuck up anything you put it on. And
Awesome.
you find 3 of them.
Let's go put it on the bad guy.
Sounds
No
good.
implosion charges in here though.
We could probably destroy things with this, though. I mean, that was the point.
To recap, you guys can overload the reactor if you do a few things. First, you have to hook up one reactor to the other. Second, you have to destroy the 4 failsafes. And finally, you have to turn both reactors on at the same time.
And then get out in time.
If you do all 3 of those things, you will have a fair amount of time to get off the ship before it destroys itself.
And the other thing that we're trying to do now is we could potentially use these to block the vents. Right?
The 4
fail-safes.
fail-safe vents. Yeah, these explosives would sufficiently destroy those.
Okay.
Pip looks at him and he's like, "Oh yeah, this will mess him up."
We've got 6, right?
You have 3.
Oh, I thought you said we each found 3. Okay.
No,
We have 3, but
you found 3
we already
together.
partially fucked up one of them.
You partially damaged one of them. You don't know if it's going to be enough.
Yeah. So
No, we can just shove a couple more grenades in there.
cool. So
Use the
yeah,
other 3.
keep the 3.
Like the end of Edge of Tomorrow.
What are these called?
They.
Thermite bites.
What should we call them? What
I
would
was
be
like,
a fun
you know.
colloquial name for something that just makes a bunch of magma?
Ooh.
Uh,
Magmites? I don't know.
Thermal detonator.
Thermal detonators.
No.
They're slag bombs. They're meant for disabling equipment.
Mag
and-
makers.
I like it.
Okay.
Excellent. So you have 3 of those.
Great. Excellent. Also, Klob or Percy, whoever wants to hang on to those. But we're gonna keep searching to see if we find.
They're not small.
Oh.
They're like a few feet on each side, like a couple feet on each side.
Alright, well, I can take one.
But it's 0G, so they're not hard to carry around.
So I mean, if they're that big, we could just go do that now, and then do the rest of the things after that.
If you like that.
Because we know the path back that way is mostly safe. And things move around, but
We did clear it.
all right. So let's do that then. We'll take them back there. We'll do that, and then we can go on to the next step.
All right.
That's cool with people.
Are you moving stealthily or quickly?
Stealthily.
Excellent. I'll take stealth checks from everybody to try to sneak through these hallways without alerting anyone. And what that looks like is just you moving slowly so you'll notice someone before they notice you. There's nowhere to hide.
Right. And there's no sound, so.
Okay.
someone else.
Is that everybody? That all three?
Bob?
Did Clap roll? No. Oh, did we lose Brandon?
Brandonio
we
is
did.
frozen.
Oh,
He is
no.
frozen. I just thought he was very contemplative.
I thought he was also contemplative. I agree.
Well, we will just continue then.
He'll probably pop back in.
You saying my pronunciation was bad?
The four of you
Say it.
coast slowly through the vacuum back to these fail safes. And because you were sneaky and these creatures are not observant,
Ah, the best recipe.
you notice them before they notice you.
How many do we notice?
You notice two
Ooh.
waiting in this room. Really the only way for you to come in.
2 is more than 0. Unfortunately.
Two are waiting, here with you, right there.
Okay. Well,
Where the hell are we?
all right.
Do you want to attack him again?
I wonder if there's a way for us to distract them. What was asshole doing?
Asshole's with you. Would you like to send him to do something?
I want to send him far away and make a loud noise such that they will follow him.
Like send it
Oh,
to
it's
the
that-
other side of them and make noise over there?
Not noise, because space.
Oh, well, maybe you can make vibrations they might feel.
Yeah.
Asshole is fast, so I could say he could go that long way and get around them. Yeah.
Just have him bang into the wall.
So you'll have asshole kind of just make a ruckus.
Yeah, or like strobe lights or something.
Or even like zip right past them. So like it's like, whoa, what was that? And then, I don't know.
Yeah, but we don't want them thinking, where did it come from? I don't know how smart these things are.
It's hard to know. But it would be nice if they were not in this room so we could blow up the stuff. This is the room where you need to blow stuff up, right?
You're in one of the 4 rooms where
Yeah,
something
that's
must be
fine.
blown.
Cool. Sweet.
I think we should send him around to the other side of the room, outside the door, and then just have him activate party mode.
Yeah, and then like move further away.
It's my birthday.
It's my birthday.
Where my presents at, bitch? Yeah, sounds good.
Don't
Okay.
touch anything.
That you can do. It takes a little while, but asshole flies all the way around, comes back and starts flashing lights and firing its little laser gun a few times, and both of them go off to pursue it.
I would like to imagine that if he's trying to make sound, that he's also playing the Galaxy Go-Go's.
Yes, he is.
Okay, great. Perfect. All right.
Whizzes off. They pursue, lumbering, clearly not smart.
Excellent.
Great. That's my kind of guy. We will then go in there and set the first charge like in the best position that we can figure out. I don't know if we want to like do engineering for that or what. I think
I'll take an engineering check.
I feel like we did something like that last time too, but I can't remember. So we'll just do it.
Do you want me to do it, or do you want to do it?
Yeah, no, do it with me. I'm not good at engineering.
So that would be either Percy doing it or you doing it, and then the other assisting.
Oh, assisting gives them a plus or something.
2 plus 2.
+2.
So
I,
Percy can do it,
I will assist you.
and then Manali, you make your roll also.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, it's like not as bad as I thought. It's fine.
It's only -3. Percy, you place this slag charge where you think it will best gum up the works down there and prevent this thing from allowing excess energy to vent off.
Cool.
Do you set it off now, or bring a timer, or what do we do?
We can
Do
do.
you not want to just blow all 3 at once?
Yeah, I was gonna say. So if we can do a timer and then go to the next and have them all go off together.
Yeah, you can do a timer.
Synchronization.
Okay,
You can sync it to your hand terminal.
makes sense.
Cool. You move on to the next.
That's good.
I'll
Sure.
take another.
Stealth.
Repeat. All right.
I'll take. We're going to use your old stealth checks, which were fair.
It's fine.
Not as amazing.
Another assist.
Yes, I will do an assist. Same roll. Great. Amazing.
All right. You place it in the spot you think is best. You have 1 charge left.
Okay.
So pretty similar rolls.
Mhm.
Good night again.
Weird. This is remarkably regular.
Yeah, well, I have had a sneaking suspicion for a while, but
Nice.
There you go.
all right. Well,
All right, you place this one with Manala. You're starting to get it, and you point out a spot you think might be a little better, and you place it there.
All
And
right.
you have the button.
So back out of the room, and blow it.
Absolutely.
cool.
You back out of the room.
However far away we can get, like Pip knows where asshole is, and presumably therefore knows where those guys are. Where is our next? What direction we need to go for our next objective?
Well, so you're in this room here.
Yes.
There's one more that needs to be destroyed here.
Uh-huh.
That is also the direction the guys went.
It's also the direction of the place where Pip needs to do his thing, right?
And the reactors are there.
Yeah. So maybe we should go in there.
Okay, so go in there, but then have asshole lead them like further down that hallway that connects from that other door.
Yeah, take him past the reactors.
Pip says, I'm trying. I've given asshole a remote command, but this psychic interference is making this really hard.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Okay.
He says it's making it difficult to communicate with asshole with anything but very simple commands. Stuff that doesn't require much bandwidth to tell asshole to do.
Okay.
But can we tell how far assholes led them so far?
He's reasonably certain they're not. He's totally certain they're not in the next room.
Okay.
And he's reasonably certain they're pretty far down the next hallway.
Okay.
Cool. Let's
He
go in the
told
next
asshole
room
to
then.
keep going, but he doesn't
We'll
know.
go in that room, and then I will use my remaining.
Hey, Klob is back.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Did not miss that much. It was okay. We set up the what do we call them? Slag
Slag charges.
Flag charge.
in the 3 rooms. Asshole is distracting the creepy dudes. There were 2 of them. Zombie dudes.
Mhm.
Zombie men.
Big zombie.
Yeah, so he's kind of leading them away. It's a little tricky because of I forgot about all the psychic interference that was going on when we got here. So Pip's able to communicate him with a little bit, but not like super well. So he's
All
kind
right.
of leading them away and being distracting. Asshole is, and Pip's controlling that. And then we place the 3, and we're about to place just all my remaining grenades in the last room to like hopefully fuck it up enough.
All right.
And then we're gonna detonate the charges for the 3 slag charges.
Excellent.
So we move out of here.
Get behind that.
Yeah. So that's what's up. Cool. All right. Sounds good. So you wanted to go into the next room, Percy?
Yeah, I think we should go into the last one.
Sounds good. I follow you.
You enter this next room. There is the failsafe, the final failsafe that does not have a charge on it. And there is evidence, clamp marks in the deck that those creatures have moved through this room and gone elsewhere.
Okay, got you.
They're very easy to follow.
Have they left any marks that look like the claw marks that we first saw when we got here, or no?
No.
That's really concerning. Okay.
All right, let's set them off.
Yeah.
Wait. What, are we going to run the exact same way we came back, or are we going to run the short way?
No.
Well, we shouldn't have to run. It should just fuck up those vents. And we're in the next room where we're going to have to fuck up this vent, too.
Oh, I see. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. We got to do all the fucking up.
Yes, multiple.
I assume we'll be safe here. Should I physical science to make sure we're going to be safe here from...
If you'd like.
Good call.
Pretty sure we're not setting off nukes. Lower the DC by 5.
You're perfectly safe.
Great.
You'd think you'd be safe in one of those rooms backed up against a wall.
Cool.
Okay, great.
All right, blow it.
You push the button, and this bright orange light comes out of the thing, but no sound, only heat on your suit, as your suit gives you a little heat warning and says, back away from that.
The small sun.
And it's just in there, just cooking stuff, ruining things.
Great.
Nice.
Amazing.
And you have this last one in front of you.
Sweet. All my remaining grenades and anything else anyone would like to contribute onto this.
I don't have any grenades.
All right, cool.
I have a grenade of silence.
Not helpful.
I don't know if that'll help.
But
I appreciate the effort.
I will set those all
Quiet.
off.
I'll take damage rolls for all of that.
Okay.
And where do we want to stand while we're doing that? You want to go back into the other room?
Oh.
The other room's quite warm.
Can you go
Yeah, we
out?
could go into the hallway then.
You go into the hallway. Okay.
Percy and Claude, what kind of weapons do you guys have?
I got a big battle staff, which has some mechanical components, and then
A knife and a pistol.
And a gun.
I got a gun.
Magic and a staff and a gun.
And a
I
fucking
have-
Glock.
I have a few magics. I have a few old trusties.
So that first one is fire, and the last one is burn.
Excellent. You set this thing off, and you look down in there after you set it off, and there's lots and lots of damage down there, messed up piping, holes and things. You don't know if this has fully disabled this vent.
But if there's only
But
one, not four.
Heat and overflow is definitely going to go places it's not supposed to go.
Okay, that's good. Sounds good. Great. All right, now we need to go
We need to go connect the
to the reactors. Right?
reactors.
Gotcha. Sounds good.
Figure out how to set them off at the same time.
I would say we'll still be sneaking in if as much as we can and is reasonable, trying to communicate with asshole.
Yes.
Sure. So you're sneaking along, and it's getting easier to communicate with Asshole as you're going, but as you come down this hallway, you see a humanoid form wandering towards you. Two of them, in fact.
Ah, shit. A humanoid forms.
Except these don't look like the cyber zombies. They also don't look like the first zombies you met. These look like partially desiccated humans, lower jaw missing,
But they're moving on their own.
moving, like sort of crawling, gripping the sides of the walls as they're trying to crawl through this zero-G environment.
Terrific.
They're missing large chunks with viscera exposed, and each of them has
Just like a intestine dangling behind it.
Yeah.
Each of them, where one of their arms should be, is this sort of long spike made of sort of bone and flesh.
Does that look like it could have made the claw marks?
Maybe they're friendly.
Probably not. These are very weird and look nothing like the other zombies you've been seeing. And they
Maybe
are
they're
moving
friendly.
steadily towards you, glowing reddish purple eyes.
You guys want to kill these things?
Do they
As
seem
long
to
as
have
they're not
noticed
friendly.
us?
Hmm?
Do they seem to have noticed us?
Unclear. They're moving towards you.
Um,
I think we should kill it.
okay.
Somebody else shoot first this time. It didn't work last
shoot
time.
first. I'm gonna do my arc pistol again. So I just get to have one. So sad.
One of them seems to be in a flight suit, and the other one appears to be in engineer's equipment.
I want to try to hit the engineer.
Is this against its EAC?
Yes.
So many windows.
Yes.
That hits.
Great.
It very much hits.
Okay. Full damage.
Excellent. Which one? Which one are you hitting?
The one in the engineering suit.
It sort of reels and flinches, and this long sort of proboscis-like appendage that comes out where its tongue should hang sort of flicks angrily.
Like a snake?
No, like it's just writhing in pain.
Excellent use of the word proboscis, though.
There you go. Percy. You guys can go in any order you want.
Cloud, do you want to go or you want me to go?
You know what? I'm just going to shoot this thing, so I'll just go real quick.
Yeah.
Bang.
Same.
We just look at each other.
We look at each other and load our guns.
So these things are slow. It's going to be one more round before they get to you. Clob, your shot goes wide and and ricochets off the wall. Sort of some, specks of metal sort of sparking and shooting off into space.
It's hard to shoot things this small with eyes this big.
It is.
It's my next round, so it misses too, so don't worry.
We'll also shoot him.
I doubt it's CR 0.
Its CR is 1.
Damn. Just regular
That
shit.
hits though. Which one are you shooting?
I'll shoot the engineer as well.
Okay, cool. So that's 6 damage.
Get some feedback on our comms here.
Spooky psychic nonsense. So Clav, you're just kind of going bang, 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 and missing. And your
I'll
first
take a
shot
step
hits.
back
What about
too.
your second shot? That hits again.
Exactly the same.
So
and
you're
remarkable.
just sort of unloading into this one, just bang, 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 and it's starting to fall apart. It seems near death, but still coming, and the other one is undamaged. And
14 and
you
a
get a
6.
second shot too.
With
Yeah,
both of
my-
those.
15 was my roll for my second shot. Does that hit?
That hits.
Cool. And then that is damage. I did mid damage.
Cool. That one is extremely hurt on its last leg, and now they get to you, and they get to do something. They both jump up and try to latch onto you.
Both of them.
Both of them.
It's a little bit rude, but okay.
Very rude.
Yeah.
And it's going to sort of slash at you with this horrible
Bone.
spiky bone thing.
Yeah. Gross.
Very gross.
Hmm.
Does an 11 hit your KAC, Maynala?
No, it's 12. Yay.
Excellent. You're able to sort of hold this one off. It's not very fast.
Okay,
Uh,
good.
Plob, the other one is going to stab at you with a 22 to hit your KAC.
Ugh. That definitely, yeah. Got like 13 of that.
It sort of stabs into you with this thing. And you take 3 points of piercing damage as it sort of stabs into you through your suit. Kind of self-sealing. So you're not going to decompress or anything.
Yeah, I was
That
worried
big
about
of a
that.
hole. The hole, and your blood is kind of also sealing it. But then you start to feel woozy as you realize this thing is starting to drain your blood through this
Oh.
bone spike.
Is it still in me?
Yeah, it has not been removed yet. It
Oh.
is now your turn. You feel yourself sort of growing weaker,
Ugh.
sucking out a lot of blood.
I'm starting to look like that Minotaur from yesterday in Princess. I'm sorry.
Crossover.
I like yank it out with one hand and bang, bang, bang with the other hand. Is that allowed?
Absolutely, that is allowed. But you are going to take 2 strength damage.
Ooh.
That's vicious.
Not
Really?
permanent. It comes back with
I
rest.
know, but it's just so vicious.
But yeah, it drained a lot of blood.
That was a thing.
Like, I wasn't complaining. I was just like, whoa. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Ow, my stats.
Ow. Ow. Ooh.
It always feels worse when you get like stat damage, like HP. That's what HP is for. But you stay away from my stats.
Right?
Can't afford to be any weaker. We'll fall over.
That is its KAC.
Nice. 1 sec.
It's a zombie. They're not hard to hurt.
I don't think I've ever shot somebody successfully with this pistol. I don't know the damage.
What kind of pistol is it?
It's just an analog pistol.
Oh wait, it's bullets?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Its
Oh.
KAC is higher. Its EAC is 11.
Damn it.
So you're firing at this thing point blank, and you're just putting holes through it, but parts of it that
Right.
seem to be not useful for its living.
It's like, no, I don't need those.
I
Well,
don't need a liver.
I was more focused on pulling out the bone spear, so
But
that's
you
okay.
did get the bone spear out, so it's not sucking
my
your
blood
blood
for me.
anymore. But some of your blood goes out into space in some globules before your suit can kind of knit closed.
Am I allowed to try to behead the thing that's...
You may absolutely attack it.
I'm going to use my knife now and do what I should have done at the beginning, which is my fail-proof method of beheading.
So Manali, yours is the very hurt one, and Club's is the not at all hurt one.
Cool.
Should I finish this one off? Yeah, they both have the claw things. Okay. So I'm gonna try to behead the one that's in front of me.
Go for it.
And then, semi-technical question, Claude, have you taken more than 8 damage?
I've taken just around. Look, I'm not hurting that bad. Nothing's really
Okay.
gotten that much.
Let
It's
me
just
know if
flesh
you are.
wounds.
I have a thing, so it's new.
The spear is nice and narrow. It didn't leave lasting damage other than when I yanked it out of me from the barbs.
That's good. All right. What do you want?
Just a nice little spigot. Yeah.
My knife. Okay. I'm going at it with my knife. Do we need to do something special because I'm trying to behead it? Or no?
No, this is just an attack.
All right. Cool.
And if you kill it, I'll let you do something cool.
All right. Cool. Sounds good. Oh man, I rolled a 1.
Ooh.
Sorry.
You kind of grab it and you're wrestling with this thing and it's sort of slashing out at you and you kind of are going in to stab it with your knife, but it's wily and
And it's weird.
again,
It's 0G.
yeah, and it's in 0G, you're kind of bouncing off the walls.
Go.
Percy, you get to do a thing before the monsters go again.
Yes, please do a thing.
All right. I'm going to attack the engineer again, and I'm going to do it like this.
Like Klish.
There you go, that does the thing.
And I'm going to knife it, and I add 2 to this because of opening volley. Not amazing, though. 9.
How do you want to do this?
Ooh.
That's not going to hit, right?
Oh, a 9?
9
To
doesn't
hit?
hit. The trick
9 does
attack
not
is
hit.
just to see if I get to add a d4.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you kind of are going in to try to wrestle this thing off Maynala, and again, it's on Maynala.
No.
That would have been good. That would have been really good.
And Maynala, it's going to attempt to stab you with its horrible
No.
feeding
No.
tendril.
Did I do a rest move again or no? Oh, no, 8 rolls. Never mind.
Does 25 hit your KAC?
Yeah, just slightly.
You guys know Percy's just going to think that you're infected from now on, right?
Yeah, I know.
And you're going to take 4 damage as it stabs into your side, and you feel yourself growing woozy.
I've heard this before.
Cool.
The other one is going to attack Klob again.
No!
Except this time, it's bones. It's not going to try to spear you. It's just going to try to smash you.
Hulk smash. It'll be easier to drain his blood if he's dead.
The 14 hit your KAC.
14 does.
I do. Our ACs are VLOW still.
Then you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. As this thing is just sort of wailing on you in a frenzy, seemingly fueled by having just fed.
Oh, did it take its strength? Damn.
And it's back to you guys again. With small numbers of creatures, I prefer to just go back and forth, because that's how it would go anyway.
Cloud on me again.
Sure. Right. So.
Klob, what you
In
doing?
that case, I'm going to try to get this thing off of Manila. I'm going to run forward and just charge it with my horns and try to.
The one
wrestle
near
it off.
me?
Yeah. Isn't it all over you? Like.
Yeah,
like,
but there's also still one on you, so it's like.
Yeah, I know, but that's not that important. I'm doing fine.
Okay, sounds good.
These things are small. I'm big. Kabam. Charge that one.
Cool. You're going to take an opportunity attack from the one you're engaged with.
All right.
But you sort of, push off the wall in 0G and just sort of flying cow at the other one.
Cow.
Flying cow.
Another
Oh.
cow. So I think
Dude.
that was the same one.
Would you call it a map?
Ooh.
We're
I'm
not
off
rolling
today.
amazing tonight, guys.
I'm off today. It's all this blood loss.
On the bright side, the other one whiffs its attack. But you sort of go careening and just sort of crash into the wall on the other side. Fighting in 0G is very difficult.
Yeah, it does seem that way. All right. I still have my knife out, so I'm going to try again to get this one in the head.
Do it.
Yay!
That'll do it.
That'll hit. Yay! Okay. And then,
Not a 2.
not a 2. Yay! My knife doesn't do like the most damage, but it does more than 0. So
It does the least damage.
it does do the least damage. Yeah. But again,
This thing's
going for
hanging
the
on by a thread as you just sort of slash at its face and cut off that proboscis and part of one of its eyes, and it's if you could hear it, you would assume it's screeching, but it's
Excellent.
It's very upset. Percy,
So great.
So it's still hanging on though, huh?
still hanging on just by a thread.
You could call.
Oh, that's gonna hit it.
Oh yeah.
Is this gonna hit it? God damn it.
That does not hit it.
God damn it.
13 doesn't. Okay, I see. Got it.
But as this one is so close to dead and the other one is now full of Clob's blood, they are going to retreat. They're going to leave, seemingly having gotten what they wanted.
You gonna give us opportunity attacks?
You are going to get opportunity attacks on both of them.
I will put mine on the bench in front of me to see if I can finish it off. And then I don't know if Clob wants to try his on the last guy again.
That it's
Yeah, I would definitely will.
All right.
that one. Minola, how do you dispatch of this creature as it tries to crawl away from
I
you?
want to behead it.
You
Like,
grab it, bring it back, pin it down, and then chop its
the
head
only
off.
way to take care of zombies, beheading. And vampires.
Clob, you hit this other one and just really kind of wing it.
Ah.
You see some of your blood leaving a trail as it clambers away.
Ugh,
It's 3
Get that
damage
thing.
ones in a row for me.
it's got a bunch of my blood.
Yeah, we cannot let it get away. I think. Oh, Club. Sorry, the 17 hit, right?
The 17 hit Clob.
Oh,
And
sorry.
Percy, you also hit and do 1 damage.
Didn't roll damage. That was...
Just sort of wing it. Just nick it. I thought that was your damage, Clob.
No, that was the roll to hit.
Wait, is your damage 1 plus 7 or is it? Oh, charge is your ammo. Sorry, I'm sorry. I was trying to understand.
Yeah, it does. My poor
Cool.
strength.
Nice. If it's still retreating, I want to tear after it with my knife.
Cool, you can absolutely pursue it and you can all take another attack against it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. I don't want it
It's-
to be running around with Clob's blood either. Ooh.
Nice.
Anything special happen with my knife when I crit? No.
Your arc pistol doesn't do more damage. It would hit other targets, but there's
No,
nothing else to
this
hit.
is my knife.
Oh, knife.
Yeah.
And it might do bleed damage?
It doesn't say.
Let's say it does.
Cool. So I'll just roll my regular damage and then figure out what the bleediness does.
Fantastic.
Max damage.
And you've opened a big horrible wound and Club's blood is pouring out.
I found your blood. It's right here.
Thanks. Pick it up.
Okay.
That's 11.
11 does not hit its KC.
Damn it, Jim.
I can't hit anything.
You're 35.
When I hit, I get ones. When I miss, I get max.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
This thing is running towards the hangar bay.
Well,
Weird.
Do we,
how fast is this thing running? Can we catch up to it and just tackle it and stop it?
If you like.
All right, I'm gonna
body
do that.
slam it and then I can behead it. That's a really good plan because I don't.
You guys have arrived at this T intersection, and it is turned right and is heading down that hallway, which you know leads to one of the hangar bays.
All right, how do I tackle this
want
thing?
to go that way, yeah. So just try to body slam. That's a body slam or like trying to pin someone or grapple anybody. That's a combat maneuver usually. So.
It's gonna be weird and no gravity.
So I just take, your base attack bonus plus strength,
All right, cool.
Yeah.
That is
That makes sense.
3 plus.
and it's probably going to be a big number that you have to beat.
This
Uh,
is +2. All right, that's fine. I'm a big cow. Can I get a +2 bonus for being a big cow tackling a little thing?
AC versus combat maneuvers is
Oh, made
8
it.
plus KAC.
Is what? 8 plus KAC?
8 plus KAC. So you get higher than that or equal that.
You do not.
Okay.
This thing is deceptively strong as it sort of shakes Clob off as it keeps trying to flee.
Damn.
Weird.
Trying to kill it, I guess.
Yeah, I don't want it to get away. So, Percy, you take an attack and then I'll do one too.
I keep trying to sneak up on it. It's not working.
Weirdly, it already knows you're there.
That'll do it. Finally, Percy, it kind of is stunned by Klob, and you kind of jump over to Klob and grab it and just really nail it with your knife.
I've only gotten max or min damage today.
And
Like
it is
7 rolls.
very near death. It's on death's door.
Okay, here I go in.
But I get to add a d4 to that.
Oh,
You
go
do.
wild, girl.
And that is exactly enough to finish it off.
Nice.
Nice.
You know, this sort of horrible blood, and as you pull your knife out, you see its chest cavity is filled with these little purple eggs.
Gross.
With some kind of
Smile,
strange
you wanna...
Yep.
critter.
Vial. Oh, add it to my collection.
A bile vial?
A vial.
So, how many of these eggs would you like to take?
Is it worth your while?
How large are they?
Give it a trial to see.
Very, like this big.
Okay,
You know,
but
like a
bigger than
marble.
heavy are. So
We should ask
You
Kyle.
should Destroy.
Like
you
a
should
mid to
destroy
large
the
sized
rest.
marble.
And I'm gonna let you be the vial.
can I have like
lady on
5?
this
Is
one.
that too many?
Sure, five you could fit
Five
into
is
2
really
vials. 2 or 3 vials would hold all those eggs.
Okay.
Is there a vial dial?
There is.
Yes.
It's a vial dial, though. You don't want to touch it.
Okay.
Keep your distance, roughly a mile.
Stomp, stomp, stomp. Crush the rest.
Yeah, cool. And there's these strange little tadpole-y things in all of them.
Gross.
you-
Ew.
Smash them and kill them all.
Amazing. Cool. Well, I took my.
Well- Pip, you were no help.
Yeah.
What? I'm trying to fix this.
Work on your shit later. My God.
I didn't hear anything. 'cause we're
Yeah.
in
Okay.
I can totally see that happening. He just has his back to us the whole time.
Yep. It's just like, what? No, get your shit together. Come on, guys.
Alright, to the reactor.
Yes.
You can turn the corner, head into the reactor. Reactor number 1, molten adamantine dynamo. Big sphere that looks like it's set up to spin.
Sick.
And Pip explains that he's got to do some other stuff, fiddly stuff over here, to get them ready to turn on. But you need to run that big cable over there from this room to the other reactor room,
Cool.
Will do.
and then plug them in.
I will start hefting that because I imagine it's quite heavy.
It's unwieldy in 0G.
Okay. Yeah.
The inertia is hard to counter.
So I think at least 2 of us should do it. So I don't know if somebody wants to help me to make it a little easier to maneuver.
Can help.
Excellent.
I'm feeling weak. Well, I
Yeah.
guess you guys are too.
You're still stronger than me.
Moving this big stupid cable, big heavy-duty power cable through the hallway. You're coming into the next reactor room, and I will take perception checks from both of you.
Okay.
Because I assume you're scanning the room because you're not done.
Yes.
Not amazing. Ow. How's the character sheet taste?
Delicious. Delicious.
Both of you notice to the right, as you come down the door, there's sort of some makeshift cover, like a fighting position, and behind it looks like some kind of soldier in a combat hard suit, like the kind of suit you'd wear if you're going to go out in space and shoot at each other. They've
Wow.
got
I don't know if I-
a rifle trained on you, and as you come in the door, they fire at you. You know, take a couple shots.
Just one?
Drop to the ground.
Just one that you see off to the right.
Yeah, cover.
Yeah, just drop to the ground.
Cool. You can drop to the ground.
And I'll shout because I don't know if Claude. Did you
I
stay
don't think
back
I
in
would
the
have
other
seen
room?
that.
You
Yeah,
can't
I was-
shout through space, though.
No. We have comms.
Oh,
You
I
just
see.
shout into the comms.
Yeah, I'm saying, like in the comms, like we're under attack. Like we've dropped. Like because he's not here. He's in the.
All right, I will. Since I have spacesuit on, I will follow through. Wait, what? Why? What?
Can I makeshift a white flag out of anything near me?
I don't think so. It takes a couple shots at you, but they all miss as you duck down. And I need everybody to roll initiative for me because now it matters again.
Okay, got it. 6. Winner.
4.
Winner.
I am the best initiative.
You can't be the best unless you get 1. So only Pip is the best.
So Manala, you got 6.
So
Bob got 4.
I think I might be first again, guys.
Percy got 16. These things
Oh, there's 2 of them.
no, there's more than
Ah, crap, you're right. I did say things. So the one who just fired at you, that was his turn.
Okay.
And he misses. And next up is Percy.
I would like to shoot back. Oh, and if I hit, it's gonna be good.
It is gonna be good.
But that hits.
You look. KAC?
7 damage. Yes.
Cool, that totally hits.
And then do you get something extra because you put it on the check or no?
I don't think so. I just get to roll a d4.
Cool.
Excellent. How much damage do you do total? 7?
7.
Excellent.
Why doesn't roll 20 automatically reduce my charges? Very annoying.
It should, right?
Yeah, that would be convenient.
Excellent. So that one, you fire, bang, bang, bang. You hit it square in the chest. It seems very stiff in its movements. It's not good at moving like a person would to avoid being shot. Behind the two of you, behind some better hidden makeshift cover, a second one reveals itself by casting some kind of techno spell on its weapon that sort of creates light and stuff that you notice behind you. And that is its turn. As it does, something fancy over its gun, doing something to it.
I feel weird killing these things because they're intelligent.
Manala.
They suck blood, though.
No, these are new guys.
These are the new guys in the crazy sweet
Are they not
suits.
related?
These are just soldiers.
They're like
Are they
in
not related?
co-ops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if I hop up like into a crouching position, am I able to use my arc pistol, you think?
Totally. You could use your arc pistol prone.
Oh, okay, I'll stay prone then and do that. No. Probably doesn't hit.
But the shots go wide.
Okay.
And after Manala is Club.
The claw! Bang. Bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang,
Where are you
bang.
shooting?
I'm
Left
so
or right?
good- left, but I'm so bad at the bang bangs today.
Dude, bang bang.
Total of 10.
Yeah, I
Best through with my knife, which is not a bang bang.
think I need to get my eyes checked. I need like scopes or something.
You come around the corner just like John Wick. Bang, 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 bang. But they're ricocheting off its cover as it's continuing to do this sort of thing to its gun. Seems like a technomancer type spell.
Can I tell if it's transferring energy? That's a spell that I know.
It is definitely putting energy into this weapon. You're not
Okay.
sure exactly the nature of what it's doing.
Okay.
Pip, what do you guys want Pip to do?
If he can control asshole to also help with the fighting and use his laser, that would be cool.
Pip is rewiring a bunch of stuff and fixing stuff to get these reactors to work, and he just says, "Asshole, go help them!"
Okay.
And one of you can just say what asshole does.
Yeah, I mean, if he can shoot lasers at them, I don't know if he has a better vantage point than us because he's able to float higher, but that would be convenient if he could like.
Sure. Give me a d20 roll plus, I don't know, 5.
All right, sounds good. Not amazing.
Asshole also not shooting super well.
He just zoomed in and was like, "Wait, what?" I was told to shoot.
I was told that they would be shooting.
He is human. He messes up sometimes, guys.
After Pip is that first trooper again who's going to shoot again.
Cool.
He is definitely going to hit Klob, who is standing up and just came in.
Another shot.
Sorry, Klob.
It's okay.
You're standing
You're
up.
a big target.
Stamina. I'm doing fine. Doing fine. Just gonna be a little bit sore tomorrow.
Yeah.
How much damage?
I'm trying to get to it.
All of it.
All the damage.
Ouch. 9.
Oh!
All of it.
Yeah.
I'm
that
rolling
one
really
actually-
well.
That one feels like it hurts.
I'm gonna do my thing. I have to do it on my turn, unfortunately, but I'll do it. So just don't die before my turn.
No promises.
I'm not gonna die, but
And trooper number 2 executes Claw.
when are we
Percy,
gonna
your turn.
break? Where's my mandatory union given break?
Yeah. I need my 10.
Shoot 'ems.
I'm gonna do a shoot. Oh my god, what is this?
It's in the dark. Space is dark.
I can't hit anything.
Yeah.
We've rolled sub 5 on like 90% of our rolls.
Yeah, that's true. Go
That is-
team.
Terrible. Percy's gonna come over the radio and he's gonna shout, "What's taking so long in there?
Oh, Pip.
Plug the thing in!"
Oh my god, there's a doppelganger of me.
It's Pox. I'm gonna be like,
Oh, sorry, Pip. Pip is like, "What is taking so long? Plug the damn thing in."
okay, there's some super soldiers here. If you weren't aware before.
Well, plug it in and turn it on. Let's leave.
Is it possible that we could try to run over there with it?
Totally. It's not very far.
All right. Maybe we make
This trooper that was channeling energy into its weapon, since Percy shot at it last, is going to aim at Percy, and this sort of blast of strange, sort of like arcane and electrical light shoots at you around, you assume, a projectile.
The hurdy light.
Pretty pain light.
Oh, pain light, the worst kind of light.
The 16 hit your KAC.
It does.
Shockingly.
Darn. This does a lot of damage.
Awesome.
I really want them to be dead because their suits look really cool.
You take 11 points of energy damage as this sort
Ow.
of shot hits you and disperses all that energy channeled directly into you.
Not amazing.
It's like,
Not feeling super hot.
It's not my favorite thing.
Maynala.
okay. Well, so I want to use my inspiring boost to heal Klob because I think he's the most hurty.
I'm definitely hurting.
So I'm going to shout over at Calm, be like, Klob, don't you die on me. We're in this stupid ship in stupid space. And you're a cow. Just get it together, man. Get it together. It's not very inspiring, but that's
Get your shit together, Club. Get it together.
and you can
Get your shit
heal. You can heal 8
Maynala,
right now.
Awesome.
bringing up the absurdity of your situation allows you to kind of disassociate enough to ignore how badly you've been wounded.
It's like Hawkeye's speech in Age of Ultron.
Yeah, man.
Oh, an arrow? None of this makes any sense.
It's exactly like that.
So like that. So you heal 8.
Does that only apply to my stamina or my hit points? How does it work?
Everything goes to like the way it is with stamina is gone. Then you go to hit points. So just do it to your stamina.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's just healing.
That
So-
makes sense to me. You gain 8 stamina.
Yeah. So you're good. And then I guess with my movement, like I don't know how you want to do it. Like I have to like delay or whatever, but I want to move like in time with Percy and like be like, let's just lift this thing and try to get it in.
You can hold it on your own.
Okay, cool. I'll just try to move then.
I can
I
just
probably
Cool,
can't
you-
like plug it in because I used my stamina to help Klob.
But you can get almost all the way over there
Okay, great.
with this plug just running through bullets. Maynala's going.
Looking badass. Okay, great. I do that. Cool. All right.
Bob.
All right, I think I'm just gonna keep on shooting right now.
Good luck.
Appreciate the
Feels good.
healings. I want to get a shot in. I just want to. It's a thing about principle.
And statistics, right?
See how it goes for you.
Against what?
Shame.
KAC?
Against kinetic.
Shame.
so freaking close.
I just
So
wanna
sorry.
shoot something.
The bullets are, being like it's taking it in the breastplate, and it seems to be hurting it, but it's you're not really damaging it. Sorry, Clobby.
Ow.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, Clob friend.
I need a better gun. I'm throwing this thing in the trash.
What does asshole do?
Did anybody else want to?
Probably attempt to shoot again.
Do it.
You could have
D20
told him to
plus 5.
distract them too, like flash a bright light or something. Like see
Sure.
enough to like.
Just have them fly in their face and strobe it up.
Make them shoot us worse because we don't want to take more damage. I don't know how that would work, but
So whatever you want asshole to do, asshole will do.
Let's have them just like get in between us, kind of like in its face, and like just shine flashlights at him.
flash them.
Sure. Asshole just
pretty light.
flies at this thing and just like hits it and just starts harassing it.
God damn it!
It's trying to shoot asshole, but asshole's moving really quickly, and it's trying to deal with that.
How cognizant do these things, like compared to all the other Zambi things we've seen, these seem way more cognizant?
They seem more cognizant.
Oh, what was using magic on this weapon?
But again, they don't seem clever.
Okay.
They seem to be reacting in relatively predictable ways to everything you do.
Okay.
We're
Robots?
back to the first bad thing that is going to take a shot at Minala.
Okay.
And it's going to miss. It's rolling like Clob. Percy, you're up.
Glad one of them's rolling.
I'll just keep shooting. I want to kind of distract him from my knowledge, so maybe I'll hop up and run towards him a little bit.
Cool.
Distract him
You're
from
gonna
Clob too.
Aggro him a little bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna use taunt.
Oh, cool.
It's not actually a thing.
I have
Sure, what?
I have a taunt, so it is a real thing. Excuse you.
It's
It's
different
not a
class.
thing for me. And I don't do anything.
Woo!
But you do, you don't attack it, but you do run up and fire at it and seem to gain its attention.
Suppressive fire.
Oh, you did do something.
Suppressive fire is a thing you can do in this game.
There you go.
Like, there are mechanical rules for it.
It's accidental suppressive fire.
Super intentional.
The first trooper is going to try and shoot asshole and is dealing with that. Maynala, you're up.
Cool. I want to try to plug this thing in,
Okay.
standard action, and see if I can attach it firmly.
You find the sort of big power override terminal and you clack.
Cool. And then for like my not standard action, like my bonus action or whatever, I don't know, whatever that. I want to try to use my what is it, telepathy to talk to one of the soldier things.
Sure, that's fine. You can talk out of turn, whatever.
Yeah, I was just gonna wait, but I'll do it like so like to their mind if I can reach any consciousness there and just be like stand down like in an authoritative.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion. I don't have that. Yeah, I'm not bad at reading. I just don't have it.
Or if you'd consider this an attempt to intimidate this creature.
It could be so. There's diplomacy or there's intimidating. So I can do that.
Pick one of those to what you think you're doing.
I think intimidate because I'm trying to be like authoritative. Like
That works for me.
all right, cool. And then add this. That.
Which one are you talking to? The one on the right or the left?
I'll say left. I don't know.
The one with
The
asshole.
one that really hurt Clob, that one.
All right, you talk to that one and you psychically go stand down, and it stops. Like it seems to freeze.
Cool. Amazing. That's my turn.
Clob.
The other one is still remaining, though, right?
So the one that was off to the right has been kind of stunned by Maynala, and the one off to the left is being harassed by asshole.
Cool. I don't want to break out the one that's stunned from its stupor, so I'm going to instead Space Charge, the other one that's being
Excellent.
harassed. Can I? Is it being sufficiently distracted to like consider it flanked or something?
Oh, you'll get a little something for this.
Nice.
Like, please give me something, please.
Good.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
What I gave you is not enough.
It's okay.
But you do kind of like barrel into it. And now
Nice.
you are engaged with it.
Flail, like hit it with some limbs
Oh,
ineffectively.
yeah, I mean, flailing is really helpful. That's good too.
And over the intercom, you hear Pip go, I'm all hooked up on my side. I'm going to wait for you to give me the signal, and then I'll start up this one.
Are we gonna have to start at the same time over
We
here?
have to start it at the same time. So you tell me when you're doing it, and I will do it.
Well, my Nala is near it, right?
Yeah, I'm the closest.
And Pip is going to hold his action to activate the reactor. And he says, these things are not simple.
Okay.
Hey, there's Pip.
Found him.
Pip suddenly
You're not-
asks Percy what his
Which-
blood type is.
Well, if only you knew how
Not now!
this episode. Jake,
I have no idea what's going on.
let me
Real
just
quick.
say proboscis. Okay? I feel like that's enough.
Blood proboscis.
We
Um,
have killed or are killing
Well,
one of 3 types of monsters today.
Oh boy.
We've done a lot of things today, and it's been really rough.
Quick update, Pip. You are both in the reactor rooms. You have destroyed the failsafes. The 2 reactors are tied to each other. Pip has set everything up so that he is waiting for confirmation from the other people that it's time to push the button. Because they got to turn on similar times.
Okay.
And I said that Pip held his action to do that. But Asshole can do stuff too.
Asshole is currently in the face of the one guy that we're actually actively fighting.
And they
Okay,
have
cool.
really sweet suits, so I kind of just want to kill them and take their stuff. But if we aren't able to because they are destroying us,
We haven't been rolling well this evening.
It's true, my shoulder hurts.
Oh my god, I've missed
Clubs, everything hurts.
Yeah.
Club is missing a lot of blood.
Tumbling in space with this thing right now because I keep on trying to do things to it and I can't.
The trooper that Maynala psychicked is sort of stunned, and he's not going to do anything this turn, but it is now Percy.
right. Oh, did Asshole
Do
want to do
things to
something
it,
different,
I
Jake,
can't.
than distracting them or no?
Oh, yeah, no, what is Asshole going to do? Asshole is harrying one of these humanoids to keep it distracted.
Asshole doesn't have a lot of different things he can do, so he's gonna shoot at whatever we're supposed to be shooting at.
Great idea. And I'm going to say contextually, Pip and Asshole would know what that is.
All right.
Take
Jake
an
doesn't,
asshole.
but Pip and Asshole do. So pew pew pew. Choo-choo-choo. Oh, I rolled really bad on initiative too.
I put a 1 just so you'd go last. So I wouldn't have to think about it.
It does fit the theme.
All right.
And you're busy. You're doing something else.
It's not my turn though.
It is.
No, it is.
I didn't. Asshole can do something on your turn because you just showed up.
Great. I'm just gonna roll a die with some numbers on it that are probably wrong, and we'll get the real numbers in a
That's
minute.
exactly what we've been rolling for Asshole's damage anyway.
Anyway, Asshole takes some laser shots at this thing, but is also trying to distract it and is not shooting super well. Cool, Percy.
Alright, so Klob is, like, wrestling this guy, right?
Yeah, wrestling him.
I would like to help wrestle. So I'd like to run up,
Mhm.
and then do that, and then do this,
Wrestle fight.
That hits.
and then
We did it!
that.
He dealt damage.
Hit it.
Fantastic.
This is 9.
9 whole damage. It's amazing.
Oh, something happened.
No, it's like really amazing. I wish I sounded more sincere, but I really feel it truly.
You run up and you find a chink in this thing's armor and you bury your knife in there and drag it to the side, and that silver dust
Brittle.
you guys have been finding pours out of it.
Alright,
Instead
I'll
of blood.
these things
So
now.
the silver dust we now know is critical.
It turns you into a Cyberman, Jake.
And Jake, we also found some purple eggs in a chest cavity.
Ondacian Cybermen.
A lot has happened.
Some
Take a look.
stuff more.
Yeah.
Pip is gonna take a nice long shower when we're out of here.
Oh, girl.
Nice
you
long
do it.
decontamination.
Yeah.
Oh my god, your life must be great. The showers are so huge for you. I have to like shove myself in them and then
You like
never pick it
squeeze
up
it.
on the ship.
It's like having like a trickle over you. Whereas
And
like
Pip is
I just
like-
step into the shower and I'm drenched instantly. Like
We need to
Excellent.
upgrade the ship with a decontamination room.
After Percy is the trooper that is sort of battling Asshole is going to attempt to kind of just grab it. These things aren't quick, but I've been rolling really well. It's not quick enough tonight. It reaches out and it's trying to grab this thing, but Asshole is way too fast and can move in 3 dimensions and doesn't
Fast
care.
hole.
He rolled a 3. Maynala.
All right. I am going. I mean, I'm ready to do the button as soon as Pip tells me go. But I have to stay here. I don't know if I should like delay until after.
So Pip said he was waiting for you all to say go.
Okay, I'm gonna say. Okay, well, before I do this, I'll use my bonus actiony thing to telepathically talk to the other one that I haven't talked to.
Mhm.
Be like, stand down, same thing. And do you want to do the intimidating roll?
Intimidation check, yeah.
Cool. Okay. And then I have to add this. That much, 27.
You definitely see the same thing happen. It gets kind of confused and stunned, but then Asshole's still harrying it, so it goes back to trying to fight Asshole.
Okay, but not anybody else. Okay. That's fine.
As you observe them, these things, these 2 humanoids, and all the sort of dust zombies you've encountered so far, engage with the most immediate threat, and that is it.
Okay. So I'm gonna over comms then to Percy and Clob, be like, just get out of here. I'm gonna, Pip, I'm ready. Let's do this. Like, until you guys basically back out.
Excellent.
And then Pip, are we gonna push the button to get out?
Yeah, Pip, you, during this whole fight, yeah.
I'm saying whatever's contextually appropriate because I'm busy betting on Phyrexian horse races.
Pip this whole time has set up the reactor in the other room. That's why he's not been participating in this combat, so that when they were ready, they could both push the button at the same time.
All right.
So
So
you're
Maynala pulls the jumpstart lever, which you described. You push the button, and these big adamantine spheres start to spin, and then spin faster and faster and faster, and up to a speed that seems appropriate, and then continuing to go faster and starting to throw sparks.
I am going to use my movement to start backing away out of the room.
I highly recommend getting the fuck out of there.
Yeah. Is this the last thing we need to do? Now we just have to go back to the ship?
Now you just have to get off this thing.
All right. Yeah, I'm just going to run then because fuck sneaking around.
Excellent.
So you said earlier that Pip sent the ship away. Can we call it back?
The ship was in danger, so Pip had it back off, knowing that it can come back quickly.
Mm-hmm. The chicken was operating the...
Chicken
Chicken
knows
was
the
operating
button.
it.
Chicken knows the button to push to tell the ship to come back.
Is there
Alright.
another hole?
Chicken,
in
bring the ship
interior
back!
That's closer to the one we came in at.
There is another hole in the back of the ship, but that way there were more Zambi things.
There were 4 holes though.
What about
Yes, there are. You could go through the port or starboard hangar bay.
Whatever the nearest hole is.
Yeah, she's asking what's close
the
to that.
sheared off end of the north part of the ship?
The nearest hangar bay,
It's like
Would
the
be-
starboard one, right?
the starboard one. Actually, they're both equidistant. Starboard and port are equidistant, and both have access to the outside.
Wait, hold on. But starboard is literally only accessible from the rear of the ship. Oh, no, there we go. It connects to this map. Is weird.
And we want to go.
Don't worry about the map too much.
We want to go to the one that, like the direction we've already been. Like we don't want to go to a new area to get off the ship
Yeah.
because there could be more bad guys. So I would say go
That would be, you could go all the way back to the way you came in, or you could go all the way forward to the living spaces.
We haven't been to the port and starboard hangars.
You have not been to the port and starboard hangars.
All right, let's just go to the rear, right? Because that's where we came in.
Okay,
Yeah.
so sprint for that.
Excellent. You're, sprinting for the back. Terminals are exploding around you as the ship is starting to overload. I'll take some easy reflex saves from everybody to not get caught on anything or hurt by the ship that is starting to rip itself apart.
I will stay in the back of the group
Oh,
and
shit.
have probably the highest speed, and I want to like snatch up anybody who falls behind.
Great.
Well,
Wow.
Pip rolled
Oh
a-
my God.
Oh my god!
Wow, good thing you're
Yes.
here, Club.
Oh yeah, dude. See, glad I said it.
Meanwhile, I'm fucking
So-
Neo.
Percy, you are totally neoing through all of this. You're going. You have no difficulty navigating all of this.
I turn
Pip-
back and everyone's on the ground.
Pip and Maynala, Pip, you kind of get hit by this sort of concussion from a bursting power terminal that kind of stuns you for a moment. And Maynala, you get your foot caught in something, but Clob just kind of puts his arms around both of you, and with his reduced but still substantial strength, picks you up and just keeps, hollow booting down the hallway, which is
Wait a minute.
easy because you're weightless.
I was saying there's no gravity here. You
Oh,
just
yeah.
throw us.
Yeah. That's why he's able to pick you up pretty easily and just kind of keep kicking off stuff and running down the hallway.
Dope. Hella dope.
As you get back to the back of the ship, the CIC, waiting for you is that final monstrous zombie cyborg.
Okay.
Zomborg.
Zomborg, and there's brighter light in here because the ship is on
Powered. Yeah.
is being powered again, and you see that its helmet has the clear face mask. You can see its face is mostly intact.
Okay, so this is a cyborg thing, right?
It's a big cyborg zombie monster.
Are we right next to the outside? The
You're
ship?
pretty close, yeah. You got.
Can we
yeah.
see the outside?
You cannot see the outside.
Damn it! I wanted to crash the ship into him.
I have a cool thing that I got at 3rd level that I haven't used yet.
Yeah.
Uh,
No Zomborgs?
as a standard action, I can cause a short in an electronic device.
Great.
This makes the device non-functional for a round.
Okay.
So if this is a cyborg thing, I want to make his heart or his brain or something,
Central nervous system.
his central nervous system, non-functional for 1 round.
Okay. You don't really understand how he works, so you don't think you could totally incapacitate him, but you are sure that you could break something important.
Mm-hmm.
Which aspect of him would you like to attempt to disable?
His Alex, help me with the name of the different pieces of the nervous system. The part that controls movement.
Sympathetic, parasympathetic.
The sympathetic
So-
nervous system. No, it's parasympathetic. I don't remember. The one that controls
Anyway.
movement.
You
Parasympathetic.
reach out. You pull out your hand terminal and an asshole flies over and latches onto him and tries to just burrow some kind of probe inside to interface with anything. The cord that should go into something is just hunting for
For a plug somewhere. in his
anything
body.
that will talk to it.
Creepy.
And you release your malicious code or
Sorry, it's
short
sympathetic.
circuit or however you plan on doing it,
Mhm.
and this thing starts to convulse in an unpleasant way. It's starting to walk towards you, but it is barely able to control its movement.
Run!
While that's
And
happening,
over all of your comms, but also in your minds, as if it was speaking telepathically, you hear it say, "Get off my ship."
All right.
I'm
Is it Harrison Ford?
telepathic.
It looks like Harrison
I
Ford.
didn't kill my crew.
Don't stop it. No, that's horrible. It makes it so much worse. Please don't ruin him for me. I telepathic back to him and be like, with pleasure. Because we're leaving.
Cool. From where you are, you'll either have to kind of get around him to
Yeah,
get to
yeah.
the opening,
I'm going to hope to sprint.
or create a new
around-
opening somehow.
No, I'm going to hope to sprint around him during this round when he is slightly incapacitated.
Cool. The first person to do that is going to take an opportunity attack that probably won't hit, and the rest of you won't.
Klob should go first.
Oh, no, Klob is taking a
No,
charge
Club's
damage.
not.
No, I will go first. I
I
will
got fucked up.
take the opportunity attack. I will take the ring.
It's been a lot of times that I haven't hit a
Minal, are you
lot of
going
things.
first?
Yeah.
Does a 12 hit your KAC?
Yes, it is 12.
Excellent. So then you run up, and it jerkily tries to just bring its fist down on top of you. It seems that whatever Pip did is also damaging its ability to do the zappy thing the other ones have been able to do. And you catch this big spiky arm as it slams into you, and you are injured by this, but you're now holding it.
Okay. What do I take as damage-wise?
Finding it.
Sorry.
You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as this thing
Also 0.
down on you, and you kind of drop to one knee, but you're holding this thing, making an opening for the rest of your team to escape.
Got it.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Well, feeling good.
All right. We book it for the ship.
You're booking it for the ship, and this psychic voice is talking to you more, and it's just saying, "I will not fail my mission. This is my ship."
I know we're leaving, but like because I am also holding it and like I'm here. I'm gonna do my detect thoughts for the day on this thing, but also be like talking to it telepathically, like while doing that to be like, like, what is your mission? But like friendly, like I want to help you. I don't. So I don't know if you want to roll bluff or whatever.
As you detect thoughts, you get this crazy mismatch.
Okay.
Hate, fear, anger, images of space battles, Vesk soldiers, human soldiers being killed. None of it makes sense. This thing's logic doesn't seem to work.
Yeah.
Only in that, it wants to protect its ship, and it views you as attackers. And he's shouting things about saboteurs and spies and treason, and it doesn't make any sense.
Got it. Sounds good. So I'm just gonna be like in this holding pattern until everybody else is passed, and then I'll try to get away, I guess.
Yeah, you can move away as it takes another swipe but misses,
Cool.
and the whatever Pip did to it wears off. And it's clawing through these doors that are too small for it, trying to pursue you.
Okay.
Would you head to the airlock? Do you head to the escape pods? Where do you head?
Ship.
The ship. Yeah.
Airlock ship.
Cool.
Yeah.
You pop up out of the airlock, and you're sort of standing on the hull of this ship, and you see the red rock coming in to pick you up. A little more slowly than you'd like, honestly, but it's chicken trying to control it.
Blows up in front of us.
That would
Chicken
suck
parts
so
everywhere.
much.
And this guy crawls up on the top, and he holds out his arm to fire his shock weapon at all of you, and then this giant particle beam vaporizes the top half of him in this blinding flash of light, and the legs just kind of float away. And over your radio,
You can do
it's Chicken's voice, and he says, "Pip, I'm sorry, I know you told me not to use the guns, but
I specifically
It does look
didn't
like you're
connect
in
your
trouble.
controls to the weapons. How the hell did you do that?
I'm sorry, Pip, I know you told me not to, but
You had told us that you did connect it to the weapons, but you didn't tell him how.
Yeah.
sorry, Pip.
How did you figure that out?
Pip,
That
I'm
is
really
one
sorry.
awakened chicken.
clever chicken.
Pip,
No.
sorry, Pip.
I'm not mad.
I don't care how you did it. Just bring the ship
I'm
in.
impressed.
Ship comes in,
Nice shot, chicken.
and you all sort of jump into the airlock, and Chicken is on the bridge where you left him.
Great kid, don't get cocky.
All right.
So really, we've been referring to chicken as a he, but we haven't called him a rooster. So
Chicken.
You've never asked Chicken's
Chicken.
gender.
Chicken's probably a girl, but it's not a big deal. All right.
You
Cool.
all get onto the ship, and Chicken is sitting next to his control panel where you left him.
see,
Okay,
he, him.
We all need to decontaminate. Pip, can you? I feel like you've been exposed to the least amount of.
We need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so-
Because that's about to be a big
I
explosion.
lock you all in the airlock and fly the ship away.
Excellent.
Great.
And then when you guys are like, "What the fuck?" I'd be like, "Hold on," and I hit a few buttons, and then suddenly, you
Yeah,
guys
he
get like
does.
doused.
most airlocks have a minimal decontamination that'll get rid of any like particulate matter they have on them. You could buy a really fancy one.
No,
but
I
doesn't
turned
have
this thing into overdrive.
you turn on the max, you guys get like sprayed with these chemicals and all kinds of stuff, and you're like, okay.
Do not remove your spacesuit.
And after like several minutes of that, it turns off.
Wish list: really good decontamination unit, and really good lab.
Meanwhile, we punch it on out of there.
You you punch it, and really at kind of the last second, those reactors were in better shape than you expected, and you're far enough away, but you're a little closer to the ensuing sort of, expanding ball of debris and gas than you would like to be.
I do turn on the ship's recording on its sensors so that we have evidence that we were the ones who did this, so we can get our bounty later.
Totally.
Good. Man. This is the kind of stuff I never thought of.
I've been gypped enough times to know.
You also have the black box.
Yes,
That too.
we have the black box and we have all the samples. I really think that if we can get especially the silver dust, but also the purple corrosive dust to a lab, that we'll be able to figure out what's going on. Like talking to Percy, I think the two of us could totally figure it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this could be like the basis for some mind control drugs. I'm
Yeah.
not about it.
I honestly, I'm not
I'm
gonna
not about
it right now.
MP Ultra, man.
Yeah.
Excellent. You speed away. You watch this, the expanding cloud of debris sort of stops accelerating, and now there's just bits of ship, just in a plume.
With fixed constant velocity, because space.
Mhm. It's no longer accelerating. It's just that's how fast it's going now. That's why Sir Isaac Newton is the deadliest son of a bitch in space.
What's that from?
Mass Effect 2.
Okay.
So,
Oh.
go ahead.
So yes, what were you saying, Manila?
Oh, Cobb, did you have something you wanted to say?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think we asked about this last time, and there's not a good lab on this ship. Like, it's pretty rudimentary.
Let's
Hydroponics.
go back to your ship map.
We've got 2 cargo bays. We could convert either of them because we're not really using them for cargo. We've got a big old room with escape pods, and then we've got the holodeck.
I'm gonna be honest, I want to add a bee, stop attacking the cardboard. I'd rather add, convert one of the cargo bays to a really nice lab, and then also add, I know it sounds shady, but smuggling holds instead of like a regular cargo hold.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of the nature of the kind of missions we're on, to be better in case we got boarded.
Yeah, I think we can do that next time we make port.
Okay, I'm gonna add smuggling units to the wish list. I'm making a ship wish list now.
Cool.
Excellent.
Write that all down.
Bigger guns is constantly on the wish list.
A mining laser, not just bigger guns. Specifically a mining laser.
Mining laser.
The biggest gun.
I'd like the smuggling cargo hold to have a magically activated place that I can fit in. That could be my little cupboard.
For when Klob gets scared.
A smuggling space of holding.
You'd like a closet that's bigger on the inside.
See what I can do.
But you guys have some very limited stuff on the ship. You could fabricate some very basic experiments to play with the stuff you've got.
I wonder though if it would be like, I'm trying to decide, and I'll consult Percy too. Like, if he thinks it would be better for us to go somewhere we could use like a real lab.
To examine these?
Yeah, we have a lot of samples.
Yeah.
I would say we should take this to a legit lab.
I agree. Okay, cool.
For now, we should keep it quarantined, biohazard.
Agree. So I'll do that. I'll make sure it's as safe as possible, in the way that Percy and I agree is the safest for storing them. But I'm not sure where we want to head that has a really good lab. One of our other.
We're going to Castroville next, right?
Yeah, and that's where
If
I'm
you
from.
want.
I'm from Castroville, so I know a couple people there who have some nice.
Well, you can go to Castroville if you want. You can go anywhere you want.
Oh, and there's also Akaton.
But was the space station in orbit around Castroville?
Which
station?
Look.
You have the 3 jobs.
the jungle box. Yeah.
There's the jungle box. I forget what that was in orbit around.
There's two on
notes.
Castroville and
I
there's
can
one on
pull it.
Akaton.
No, there's 2 on Akaton.
Oh yeah, there's 2 on Akaton.
Oh, okay.
I have it written down. But you had it right. There was 2 on one thing. So the jungle box is orbiting near Castroville. Yes.
Jungle Box. Ship went dark 7 months ago.
Yep.
Survivors
Black
rare.
box,
Take your
remaining
time.
experiments, neutralized station threats, extra 1500, out of control. Sometimes life harvesting, biological experiments going on.
Sounds very similar to this ghost ship.
A
Sounds
little
like you
bit.
might as well collect as much biological experiment stuff as possible before going to a lab.
Yeah. And then, 2 things on Akaton.
Which sound nothing like the ghost ship.
No. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if we end up going to Castroville, I know people there with labs. We could probably borrow some time in at weird hours. But there's probably other places where we could go to. Like,
Well, let's think about where you guys. The book's all the way across the room. I don't want to get it.
I was like,
This book with the map of space?
Yay! Wow, that's even farther away from me, but I can see it.
magic.
Yeah.
That's the magic.
Um,
Science.
Where would you guys like to go if you guys are planning on going to a lab now?
Where are we about right now?
Aren't we? Yeah,
All these things orbit, so that's not
Okay.
a great question. You're closer to the sun than you are the diaspora.
Okay. That's
Closer to the Sun is a good song.
yes.
Where would you like to go?
Castroville,
You
yeah?
could go back to Epsilon Station. You could go to Castroville. You could go to the weird robot planet.
How far is the station from us, Epsilon Station?
It is always less than a week
Because
no matter
of the
where you
Starstone.
go. Because of the Starstone.
So this plays a geographical oddity. 2 days from everywhere.
Yes.
All right. And do I think? I guess the Xeno Wardens have a spot there. They have a lab. I'm sure I could use.
Just lab.
We could
It's a
turn to
whole
Epsilon.
city.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying like I'm trying to decide whose I would use. Like because I have to rent time somewhere, and I think I probably get the best rate with the Xeno Wardens because they like me right now. And I was able to record that whale data with Klob's help, so
Should definitely be someone we trust.
I
That whale
trust
data was cool.
them more than I trust the stewards.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm fine to go back to the station there, and then we can. Well, but depending on what we find out there, we can either decide to go to Castroville to do Jungle Box, or we can go to Akaton first. So
It's up to you.
Castroville
Technically,
seems cool.
Absalon Station is almost always the closest because it's always just a few days to get there.
All right, so let's go to Absalom, and then from there, go to wherever we need to be.
sounds good. I'm good with that. Percy, you good with that?
Yep.
Cool. To Absalom.
All right, you load it up into the drift. If you guys observe those crystal samples you got, the weird corrosive purple stuff,
The purple one.
it seems to be acting weird now that you're in the drift.
I
Weird how.
It releases a very faint amount of energy, and some of the crystals grow a little bit, a little tiny bit.
I'm gonna take as many measurements as I can, and then also do like some sketches and just do any recording I can with equipment that we have on the ship.
It seems that this stuff is from the drift and is drawing
Responding to that.
energy from it. But it doesn't do anything nasty.
Sure, but yeah, that's helpful for us later. You know. Okay. Got it.
So it took you guys 2.5-ish days to get here, correct? Took you a couple days.
Sounds right.
Maybe a little longer, but yeah.
This time you go into the drift. The thing, I just rolled your D4 for you. It's D4 days. It says less than 1 day.
Great.
So it's going to take you significantly less time to get back to Epsilon Station than it took to get here the first time. Because drift travel is weird.
Can we throw like a mini party for chicken if Pip thinks it's appropriate? Since he's decided to now be responsible for this chicken and train it, which I'm not super thrilled about, I'm going to be honest. But now that it's happened, should we throw the chicken a little party?
Yeah, let's throw a chicken party. We'll give him pizza. We'll get him another
Can
action
have some
figure.
chicken nuggets. Wait.
No. All right. When we get to
Somebody likes
Absalom,
chicken.
our first order of business is getting a special set of stuff for chicken for his little.
Oh, so cute.
We can work on converting the cargo bay, the one we're not going to use for the lab, into more of a smuggler's bay.
Well, if we get the reward from this, then we can use the money from that to make that upgrade. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this is pretty significant. Oh, I mean,
I was thinking about just ripping off panels.
oh yeah, I mean, you can prep it doing that right now. That's a good plan. Yeah. The other thing was we have the black box. I don't know if Klob wants to look at that or what, or Pip or whoever. Whoever is more computery than me wants to look at the black box.
Yeah, I could take a look at it just to try to figure out stuff. Sure. Search around it, poke around. I mean, I don't know if you really need that much computers. We just got to hook it up, right? Get the
Should be.
data.
Yeah, it's not meant to be a secret. It's a black
Don't
box.
hit
It's
delete all.
meant to allow whoever finds this data to know what happened.
Do not format the drive.
Yeah, do not format the drive. Yeah, amen, sister.
I can do this in my sleep. Look, I like do something else while I'm doing it.
It's a very simple thing. You bring up all the files and you find out it's the name of the ship, which you already knew, the scimitar, and its mission. It was a destroyer during the Vesk Wars, and you get to some files marked top secret, which are not password protected because an enlisted person is not supposed to have access to these computer files. It seems that internal security was not a big issue, so you're able to open them up and you find out that those special forces guys with the power armor you heard about were cagey because they were trying out a special new weapon. Nanites.
Oh goddamn! I knew it.
Meant to, heal and make humans as dangerous, if not more, than the Vesk. It was supposed to be, the latchkey discovery that was going to make the Vesk not a threat anymore, like on the level of like the conical bullet. Huge breakthrough.
Whoops.
But it would seem that
Like the Captain America serum.
this is like the Captain America serum.
Yeah.
And from what it was talking about, it seemed like it kind of worked. But as you go through the sensor logs, from when the ship still had power before it died off, it seems that they hid in the drift when the nanites kind of got a little out of control. And it's not unclear what happened after that.
The nanites made it a ghost ship. Wait, what was that dust we found?
The purple or the silver?
The silver.
The silver was the
I haven't
nanites.
analyzed it yet, but it's coming out of all those bodies. So that's what we're gonna try to. We can probably find out more when we get to the lab. We have 3 samples to work with. We have several of the silver dust, several of the purple, and we have those 5 eggs. So,
Guys, what if the cleanser things, decontamination? What if that doesn't decontaminate nanites?
Well, that's why they're in biohazard vials.
no, he means on us.
We got poked.
Oh,
You got stabbed. I got stabbed. We will.
you didn't get poked by the things that had the silver stuff, though. You got poked by the stuff with the purple stuff.
Yeah, but they're nanites.
So if anything, you've just got eggs in your blood.
I'll reassure you. We'll take you and get like a full medical scan.
I want it. I want X-ray machines.
You want
Can
all
give you like a round of dialysis.
Do you guys have a med bay?
No, but
Mhm.
Percy has a thing where he doesn't need one because he's a baller.
Yeah, I
That's
can
awesome.
provide long-term care without a med bay.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, then, anything else y'all want to do on the trip besides chalking out where the lab is going to go and where the?
No,
All right.
good.
No, I'm.
Then you arrive back at Absalom Station.
I am gonna go. I mean, I'm assuming Percy wants to stick with me because the 2 of us. I need you in the lab, basically.
Yeah. And I was there when we met your lady friend.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna go see.
Vika, she's the best. All right, cool. Well, I want to go in person with these samples.
Where would you like to dock?
Ooh, yeah, we have to request docking.
Oh, do you want to just ask those people that are paying us to pay for our docking again?
That was the different folks that are paying us now.
The stewards give us a spot too.
Oh, I thought it was lady. That lady.
Last time,
They can give us a spot.
so the bank that Abadar Corp paid for our docking last time, but now we're working for the stewards. So
You could call the stewards. And then you could call a high-end docking place or a cheapy marina.
We'll just park in a cheapy marina.
Okay.
Cool. You go find a really cheapy one downspire. It's barely a dock. It's like a docking clamp that comes out and grabs the ship and then opens on the airlock so you can walk inside.
Got it.
The ship is not inside the station.
It's like when you have to get off on the tarmac and then walk into the airport.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. But it's inexpensive.
Pip and Clob, while we're gone, can you, getting these analyzed, can you work on figuring out if anybody on the station can sell us parts so we can build ourselves a nice slab?
Sounds good.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't really care who you have to bribe. We'll get the money very soon. As soon as we're done basically doing this analysis, we can finish our report and get the money. So
Sounds good.
great.
Didn't we already have a person from Absalom Station that was going to sell us a mining laser?
We did have
I
a
don't
guy
feel
who we
like
had
you
store
did.
credit with.
Pip might. Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't recall.
That depends on the whims of our god, Lincoln.
This is true.
Right.
Who is this person? What am I not remembering?
Someone
There's
said they'd
definitely
give
a
me a
guy that-
mining laser for free.
I don't think it was for free, but he gave you store credit. Okay.
So you give you a mining laser for
He handed
free,
you a
and
voucher
also
that said
tip
one
his
free
king.
mining laser.
And also a token that says I win the game.
No way!
win
That's so
Starfinder.
cool. That's really cool.
I lost the game.
Don't you dare.
But it's okay because you win Starfinder.
Yay. Yeah, so Percy and I over to Xeno Wardens.
Science team.
Weird science.
Cool.
Science.
I'd say as you get back, you get some messages from people, some ship part suppliers and vendors and other people who maybe have connections to the stewards who have found out that you're doing work for them and would like to do business with you.
Oh, are they offering us the corporate rate?
It's not the consumer rate, and some of the stuff they're offering is not available to your everyday consumer.
Right.
Like it is pretty difficult to get big lasers for your spaceship. Those are pretty aggressively regulated.
And like high-end lab stuff is not always easy to find. So
No, but it appears you guys have some connections. In fact, you may have, I'm for the purpose
Build
of
points?
build points and stuff. It's largely narrative. To describe the connections you are gaining from these people who are like, we would like to do business with those steward deputies. You have 2 build points.
2 build points. Yay!
Oh, yeah, I forgot we have our sick badges now.
We're the best.
we do have badges.
And after a little while, a longer of staying here, you get a message saying with a form that you have to fill out with evidence and a report and stuff. But then if you send it back, you will receive payment.
Right, but we don't want to fill that out completely yet because we haven't finished the analysis.
Yeah.
Sounds
So
good.
where are you going, Manala and Percy, to analyze this stuff?
The Xeno Wardens?
Excellent. You go to the Xeno Wardens.
Baby, get there?
She is.
Okay, great. I'll like greet
Big
her
hug.
in the proper way. I'll be like, the plant is doing great. So awesome. Thanks.
Oh, I'm so glad.
And then I'll give her like a chip or a data file of the stuff that Klob and I got from the recordings we took of the whales, the space whales,
Mhm.
the sounds.
She starts playing them, and they're rather peaceful.
Yeah.
Can we get that as like, can we pump that sound, like convert it into sound files and then pump that into my room at night? That sounds
Hell yeah, man.
Excellent. She's like, beautiful creatures.
Yes, and very mysterious. Cool.
a
So you
chicken,
hear
a cow,
that?
and a rat
So
walking
she's
through
positively disposed towards me now, hopefully. And then I'm gonna be like, "Hey, can I use your lab?"
For what?
During my explorations, I found I collected some strange samples of biological material, and I'm not sure what they are. And I wanted to, investigate in a proper laboratory.
You'll have to bring your own materials
Of course.
or pay for any you use,
Of course.
and probably come late at night.
Of course.
But I can pull some strings.
That would be most generous of you.
The grad student deal.
And then I don't know if she's the kind of person who would insist right then that we have like tea or something, but whatever.
Oh, she would.
Okay.
She's already making the tea.
Oh, okay, great. Well, whatever she insists that we do, we do it. And I like telepath to Percy, and I'm like, just be super charming and polite. This is great. We can get a free lab.
Excellent. So you two are having tea with the giant druid lady, Clob and Pip. We're coming up on the end of the episode, so is there anything else you'd like to do this episode? Possibly upgrading the ship, or...
So Jake just sent a message in space.
Mhm.
And science lab is 1 build point, and the smuggler is 2.
The one thing I saw said the smugglers was 1 build point.
That sounds good.
Let's go with that. So we'll have a smugglers for 1 and a science lab for 1.
Yeah.
Please don't look at the actual rulebook.
No, I'm not going to because I don't own it.
Great.
So to be consistent, I'm using the thing online.
Great.
Great.
All right. So good. That's
And I
awesome.
gave you 2 specifically so you could have both.
Okay.
Excellent. Done. I will
Excellent.
not look inside this book and see that the actual cost is greater than 1.
Great.
Whatever. It's 1. It's
If we
smuggling
just want to pay the
compartments.
2, then Lincoln can just give us 3 build points.
I would just give you 3.
Right.
Sorry, the mining laser's like 30. So
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah, that's a while.
It happened.
It's a good
Oh,
motivation for
the
Pip.
lab. Yay. Okay.
Excellent.
Cool.
So you hire this, one of the people you reach out to is a research group who, you sort of name drop Maynala and the Xenowardens and link them to sort of a little bit of the research you guys have been doing. And they're like, all right, we'll do some business with you. And
great.
they hook you up with it's not amazing, but it's a legit lab.
Cool. So we'll change the starboard bay.
Okay.
Cool. You don't have to change are you going to change the whole starboard bay into one big lab?
No, because I don't think we need it to be that large.
I mean, if we can have it that large, then if it needs to, it can have a thing to like double as a med bay if somebody's ever in like really critical condition.
We can have it be multiple kinds of lab once we have some more points.
Cool, yeah.
For
So
now,
it's
there's just a lot of
big.
extra space in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
right.
you-
It's great. Exactly. It'll have extra space in it right now.
the startings of a pretty good lab. After those people leave, you're approached by some shady people. Clob is approached by these shady people, knowing Clob's reputation,
Fair.
and offer to, for a small fee and maybe a favor in the future,
No.
expand the storage of your ship.
What is that? Like what kind of storage? Like digital storage or physical storage?
Physical storage, you never have enough room for stuff.
Oh,
Hey,
that
guys, I
kind
found
of
this guy's
expanding
building.
our physical storage.
Very low rate. No, we won't tell you our names.
Guys, these guys are gonna do it for cheap.
All right, let's do it.
Cool.
Cool. You go in and they in your port bay. You want it?
Yeah.
In your port bay, they add a lot of little compartments to hide small things, and then a few places that can kind of be the floor can be taken out. And you can put some bigger stuff down there.
There was a
here,
condition that Clob gets 1 Clob sized.
Yes.
one is Clob sized.
Right. That was the one.
Literally clubs. It's like a mold.
Guys,
And and they say, "Here you go. It's more efficient this way. We'll be in touch."
Did they give one of those holographic card things?
Nope.
Cool.
I hope they
They'll be
didn't
in
stick
touch.
drugs on our ship that we're now muling.
I mean, you can see everything they did. Like Pip and Clob are there the whole
Yeah,
time.
we watched them.
They don't leave anything, but you could definitely fit a lot of drugs in here.
The spice must flow.
Good. No spice must flow. No spice must flow except
All
for
right.
spicy hot sauce. That spice must.
Anybody got anything else? That we want?
Chicken's birthday party.
Oh yeah. So
Chicken
we'll try to do
party!
that.
Whoa, not that kind of chicken
Do that, and then Percy and I will just have to stay up all night so we can use the lab at off hours when no one else wants it.
Excellent. The party is great. It's Pip, Clob, and Chicken kind of having a guys' night. Pip, what's up?
So you said the party is great, and I said I know we are, but what about the chickens party?
Oh,
Aw.
And it's not guys' night because Chicken's a girl, probably.
You know what? I think Chicken identifies as male. I think
That's-
Chicken is probably trans.
It's fair.
But yeah, you three have a great time playing video games and eating junk food.
Oh, and they watch the show, probably.
They watch the show.
We put up a sign that says "Having a wild night."
Yeah, no, it's
Bunch of animals.
such a fun time.
Oh, I get it.
A cow, a rat, and a
It's the
chicken.
Solar Defender Universe Uniters. I just
Yeah,
wanna
and
say-
Maynala, yes.
Yeah.
Solar Defenders Universe Uniters.
Oh,
Uh,
you gotta watch the movies.
Oh yeah, you guys watched the movie.
The
They're
big
so
budget.
corny.
They're so corny. The production value is like a little bit higher.
But that's
Uh,
not saying much.
It's not saying much.
I feel like the
Chicken-
movies would be like those Batman movies.
Yes.
Chicken loves it.
I'm only picturing Power Rangers.
It's Power Rangers. It's just Power Rangers.
Like the rubber masks.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Percy Maynala, you analyze this stuff, and I will just tell you what you find right now.
Okay.
The silver stuff is nanites.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Inert right now, seemingly away from the other nanites. They don't have enough power to do much. The purple stuff is void corrosion.
Okay.
It seems to be something, you do a little more research on it, and it's something that happens to stuff that is left in the drift for a really, really long time. And it does
Any measure of long,
um,
like relative.
decades.
Okay.
And it does eventually break down just about anything.
So this came from when the ship was in the drift for a long time.
Yes, the
Got it.
ship spent at least decades in the drift.
Right. Okay.
And finally, the eggs are the easiest to identify.
Eggs.
They're Akata eggs.
Can you spell that?
Any relation to my planet?
Akata.
no.
Akatas are these sort of vacuum-dwelling creatures that look vaguely feline, but they're blue and they have no fur, and they kill people, creatures, lay their eggs in them, and then those creatures develop these blood-sucking proboscises that they use to hunt prey and feed their eggs.
Blood proboscis. Now I understand what happened when I joined.
So this is a terrifically transmitted parasite?
It does recommend, after being exposed to one of these Attica carriers, you should seek medical attention.
Damn it.
So I think all of us should go.
And I'm
See the
good.
doctor.
Oh,
I didn't
man.
get proboscis.
It doesn't
Why did
matter.
I-
We were all in space. We should all get a full workup.
Guys, I can't go to the doctor on Absalom Station. Guys, I can't fucking. We have to go somewhere else.
You not show your face?
I can't just put my name in a system and have it publicly logged.
That's
think that-
are you
you
me
think that-
now?
Hospitals are private on Absalom.
Dude, I'll show you how to use an alias.
They don't
You think I give
Doctor.
anyone my real information?
Well, you have not real info. They just scan your ID chip. It's not what? How do you get around this? Do you have a way?
You think Percy has an
I'll
ID
show you
chip?
ways.
Well, do you have a fake one or something? Can I get
A fake ID. You think they let me into that bar?
But wait, the fake ID needs fake insurance.
It's true.
We'll sort it out.
Wow,
Maybe-
Akatas.
maybe
I
we
hope
do
we never
this.
encounter one. They sound terrifying.
We can also just go to a back alley doctor.
That's what left the crazy claw marks.
The pictures you see, they are big. They've got big claws,
So that could have been what did that.
and they frequently live in the drift.
Great. Yeah, because you said they're vacuum dwelling. So
So we probably want to heat kill these eggs.
Oh yeah. Unless
we want these sticking around.
there's a chance that I could tame one.
I don't feel good about that.
I don't think they're intelligent.
I love your little puckish smile you have right now. Your little evil
Like,
grin.
but maybe it can be my friend. Because I love all life. Like that's my thing. I'm a xenowarden.
And this one's a cat.
And it's a cat. So
Yeah, but you want to tame cordyceps, basically.
All right.
Anyway, we'll go. You can all go to the doctor next session.
Okay.
I would say we're gonna end this episode with Chicken's birthday, Chicken's party for saving the day.
yes.
Figuring out how to use the laser beams. And we'll see all of you next week,
So-
but with no princes because that season ended. You should all go watch the VOD of the season finale. It was so cool.
It's on Facebook and it's on YouTube.
Jetsam Academy, Princes of Isari season finale was killer.
It was really fun.
Thank you.
And with that, goodbye.
Adios.
Toodaloo, my friends.